Today we're going to look at these three types of oil pastels. The Carn Dache Neopastel, the Guitar Vintage Oil Pastel and the Haiya Rubens Oil Pastel. Hi, morning, John here for a lovely sunny Monday morning. Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant today. Well, as I said in the intro there, we're going to look at three different types of oil pastels again today. I'm just going to tell you what they're like, what they feel like. I'm not going to go into any great depth, just give you an idea of what they like so you know what you're buying when you buy them, or if you buy them. I thought it might be good for me to do a score for each of the pastels that I am telling you about. I'm not reviewing them because it's not a full review, but what I would like to do is firstly tell you the scores for the ones I've done already. Right, so we had the Arteco, which for me are the best value for money out there. I'm not going to tell you they're the best pastels out there, but they are bloody good pastels, to be fair. I'd give them 8 out of 10 all day long. Then we've got the in the last video I did the Dache Rowney Simply pastels. Honestly, only because there's some that I feel are below them, 2. Otherwise it would have been a 1. And the other pastels I did were the point.Until student grade pastels. I would probably give them 3 to 4, around that mark. They're not the best, and they are quite hard, but they have their uses. That is why I'd give them what is relatively quite a high score for them. So today we're going to do the guitar oil pastels, the Carn Dache Neopastel and the Rubens Haiya pastel. Right, so I'm going to start with the guitar oil pastels. Now, these are classed now as vintage oil pastels because they are not readily available. You can get them and they are about quite a bit, but to get them in pristine condition is quite hard. Now they come from Japan, I believe, and are one of the earliest type of oil pastels. I believe they were used in schools. I don't know, I never used them in school. But as you can see, here I've got a 12 set, a 24, a 24 set, no sorry, 16 set and a 36 set, 2 of which are sealed and all 3 are brand new. I've had a 48 set, got a few sets of these. Never really used them that much, but they put me very much in mind of the point.Until oil pastels. They are the same size in that they are pencil size, but half the size of a pencil. Pencil thickness, but half the size of a pencil. Now, they also have a good range of colours. They are a very firm pastel, just like the point.Untils, and they don't have much smell. So they're different to the point.Until, definitely different. So they call them special oil pastels, as you can see here. I'm trying to work out what is so special about them. What I would say is special about them now is the fact that they're vintage and you can't get hold of them. So they are hard, they are vintage, they are the size of a pencil, and let's see how they like. This is ordinary cartridge paper. It's got a little tiny bit of texture on it, but nothing too major. It's just a test sheet for me. So I'm just going to see what they feel like. They feel quite, I would call them slippery. They feel as if maybe they're not going to mix together that well. So let's try and find a decent colour. There we go. So let's just, yeah, they seem to be kind of slipping over each other rather than blending together. So to that end, I don't think you're going to get many layers. I think maybe they'd be good as a starter pastel. Yeah, they're okay. I think for me they're going to be maybe the equivalent of the Pentels. They probably have their uses. You can see they're not really blending together that great or blending out that great. I think they're worth it if you just want to have a quick go with them. And again, that you would if you were to blend with your fingers, you'd get that pilling that I talk about, whereby the colour congeals up. Oh, got brown in there. So yeah, not great. What score would I give them? Probably a 2 if I'm honest. They'd be good to start with. Good to collect if you're into that sort of thing. I'm failing to see what's so special about them. Yeah, they're just, I don't know. I just enjoy having them myself, but as to make full-blown pictures, I think they're going to be relatively quite hard, and I think probably the best paper you could use for them would probably be pastel mat again. For the harder use pastels, I think pastel mat is the way. Right, we're going to have a look at the Carn Dache. For me, these are the creme de la creme. As you can see, I've got a 12, a 24, a 48 and a 96 set. I'm not sure if that's all the sets they do. I think it might well be. So let's open this up. These are well used, by the way. As you can see, they come in 2 trays. They are twice the size and thickness of the previous guitar pastels. However, they're probably not as thick and size-wise as maybe the Arteca or something like that. So, relatively on the whole, they're quite a small pastel, albeit they're large, if that makes sense. For me, these pastels, as I said, are the creme de la creme. There is nothing you cannot do without with these pastels. And I will show you a couple of paintings at the end to show you what I've done with them. For me, just bringing the Sennelier into it for a second, because most people do seem to compare them to the Senneliers. They are on the hard side, but you can do so much more with these pastels. So much more. The Senneliers, yes, they're nice and creamy, but then these blend together like a dream. If I was to choose an oil pastel that was as close to soft pastel as I could, these are the ones I would choose. These blend like a dream. You can get sharp lines like a dream. You can apply them to paper like a dream. They are all opaque. All these things are what the Sennelier doesn't do that well. I mean, if you're a good artist, you can get good stuff out of the Sennelier, yes, but softness is not everything. And they have some that are not opaque. So every single one of these are opaque. Every single one of these are on the firm side. They will not melt in your hands. They will blend together like a dream. And they're a great size too. These are, for me, the 10 out of 10 and beyond. Right, so let's just apply a bit to this paper. They feel drier than the guitar, but that's quite good. And you can feel that there is a hardness. You can also feel there is an opaqueness about these that maybe even the guitar didn't have. So let's find a colour to mix into that. Let's go purple, just because it's completely opposite. There. They're layering on top of each other like a dream. Now we'll go for blue. Yeah. Look how they layer. Look at that. That is superb. Let me just come in a bit closer. Right. So these are a dream. And again, you can put the blue over the top of that. That's sort of 3 layers already. Let's try a light colour over the top. You can even put a light colour over the top, although it's not going to be brilliant. So, let's see what they blend like. Superb. No pilling. No pilling. A soft, gentle, smooth transition, just like using paint really. These, look at that, look how they, look at the difference between that and that. Look, you can see they're not blending very well. These, they're just blending on top and into each other just like an absolute dream. They have a quality that is beyond everything that I've ever used. They will even blend out with your fingers exceptionally well. I don't advocate using fingers. I think that's probably one of the worst blending techniques, but some people do. So that's the Carn Dache Neo colour. Alright, they are hard, twice the thickness of the pencil. Eddie's come to play again. Come on then, Eddie. Come on, Eddie. There's Eddie. Say hello. Say hello, Eddie. Come on, Eddie, you've got to get down. So, yeah, I was saying they were hard-ish, but blend together like a dream. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to have a look at the Haiya Paul Rubens. Okay. Now, there's a lot of hype about these. I'm going to be perfectly honest and say I don't really get that hype. They are good, there's no denying that, and they reckon they're just like Sennelier. They're not as good as Sennelier. They will never be as good as Sennelier. They're good. They are good. Nowhere near the Carn Dache. And some of these colours are transparent, some are opaque, struggle to get sharp lines. You know, again, they're about sort of the same size maybe as a Sennelier. They're not bad. I'm not going to say they're great because they're not great, but they ain't bad. So, you know, I mustn't do them down too much, but they are, for the value of the money, yes, they're not bad at all. So, I mean, going back on prices, the guitars, you can pick them up for peanuts, or you can pay a lot of money for them because they're vintage. The Paul Rubens, you can pick them up for a pretty good value price. You can get the 72 set for, oh, I don't know, I think about £45. Whereas the Neo colours, the 96, you're looking at probably 200 plus. And the 48 colours, you're probably looking at, I don't know, just over £100. So anyway, these are soft, they are creamy, they are waxy. Alright, but they are good. Right, so we'll put them on. They haven't got quite the quality of, say, the Carn Dache or even the Senneliers, but they blend together well. You can see that. Alright, and they do layer. Let's go for this colour. So yeah, we've got some layering going on. I'm going to put an extra layer on top of that. They layer excellent, in fact. They are excellent at layering. And you can put layer upon layer. And let's see how they blend. Blend excellent. Yeah, very, very good. Not the best, but very good. So we got a lovely blend going on there. Alright, and there's not a lot of pilling going on either. So that's good. There's a bit. You don't get out any of that in the Carn Dache. But they do blend together well. Again, the Paul Rubens. Soft, creamy-ish. They've got that nice point on them. I quite like that. They are relatively firm, I suppose, but then it's not the warmest of days today. They can get stickier. And you won't go far wrong. You won't get the detail you want with these like you would with the Carn Dache, though. Yeah, they're a firm but soft pastel, kind of in between the Senneliers and the Carn Dache, I'd say, if I want to go down that line. And my score, I suppose, probably an 8. The reason I give them an 8 is because the transparency of some of the colours. I like an opaque oil pastel. So that's 3 more oil pastels. I can show you a painting, and I will give them hopefully a proper review on the back of these paintings in the next videos. And I will show you a painting with the Paul Rubens. That will be the seascape. And I will show you 2 paintings from the Carn Dache. That will be the coloured lady and also boat. Sorry, I forgot what it was then. Right, so the boat. I think I might even have one more, and that'll be lady in an orange top, if that is the case. Right, so there we go. 8, 10, I think I said 2, and yeah, there you go. There's another 3 oil pastels. You know what they're like now. You have to decide. So we've had 6 oil pastels. We've had the De La Round, simply not very good. Pentel, not great. Guitar, not very good, come not great. Arteco, or have I already said that? Carn Dache, Paul Rubens. Yeah, I think that's all 6. Anyway, I hope that brief overview of these pastels is worth your time. And thank you for coming along and having a look. Please like, subscribe and share wherever you can. And next time I'll do another 3 oil pastels, or possibly a review, or possibly even some tips. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do yet, if I'm honest, but we'll do something. Anyway, have a great day, great week, great year, and wherever you are, be kind. Just be kind. Everybody's being very unkind recently, and we're all having a hard time. So just be kind. Take care. Bye.